I mean, I think he just brings a physical spirit to the team. I think that the spirit of the team has been uplifted because he's a talent. You know, we're all excited to welcome him in and have him fit into what I think is a natural, to me, sort of slot with his toughness, the city of Philadelphia, the pieces that we currently had in place. There's no overlap with his position, and so it's hard to, you know, point to one or two specific things. There are many that has made the acquisition of Jimmy Butler an incredible positive for our organization.
You guys are sitting in third right now. Is that first place?
Say that one time?
You guys are in third place right now. Is that first place seed in the East something you guys are really gunning for? Or?
You know, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I look at the standings, you know, once every 4 days, and in my world that I'm currently in, I know when we're playing well and when we're not. And my motivation is not opening up the newspaper every day and seeing where we are at all. It's just trying to play good basketball and, you know, figure out how to best coach this team. We're still kind of new. It's continually evolving and growing, and it's doing that in exciting ways. And you know, the motivation isn't, like I say, looking every day at the standings. It's not at all that for me.
Does this one have a big feel to you, this game tonight?
It does. I mean, it's exciting to be up here in Toronto. We haven't won here since I have been coaching in Philadelphia. Some of that has been because they're really good most every year I've been up here. Some of it's because, you know, you're growing a team, and that's kind of the stages we were at. But the fact is the fact, and now we're arriving with a different set of players. And I think, albeit early days, you know, judging too harshly in early December is not where I will go either. But the fact that we're playing the Toronto Raptors, the best team in the NBA at the moment, is a fantastic challenge. I'm really looking forward to an early, you know, sort of litmus test to see where we're at.
Is it different playing these guys as opposed to Golden State or some team from the West, given the obvious road you'll have to go through?
I think it is. I think it is. You know, you look at them like you sort of look at the Celtics, you know, and that if that lens is the lens you're talking about, and I agree with that, Tim. I think that you know, you look at them as a neighbor, you look at them as somebody in the Eastern Conference. It is a different sort of vision line for me than looking at you know, Golden State or Denver as an example.
But how does this Markelle news affect you guys as a team, like moving forward?
I don't think that it does. I mean, personally, I'm happy that, you know, there has been some, you know, judgment. There's been an assessment. I had a, you know, quick exchange with Markelle yesterday. I think just moving forward, it's still, you know, waiting to get him back with us and help him get back on the court. But at the moment, you know, we miss him. I miss his company. I miss him not being around. He for sure could be an integral part of us continue to try to win games. But immediately, you know, my thought goes into like, how do we get him back with us as soon as we can? And, you know, the physical therapy stuff that he'll be going through, we've all heard and read different timelines. I don't pay much attention to that normally, and it's just, I'm excited to get him back as soon as we're able.
Transition with him. I know the last time you guys obviously had a bunch of turnovers. Quality of players that makes them good in transition, other things they do schematically that makes Toronto good in transition. What have you seen?
I think that they have really good defensive players. I think that Ibaka and Kyle Lowry, and you know, I know Danny and Kawhi intimately from all my years in Spurs land with them, and they got really good defensive players. And I think that Nick's doing a hell of a job. And so, like, you weigh it all up, it's a fantastic home crowd. I think the culture that Dwayne Casey built is to be applauded. You know, they always play defense up here. I think Dwayne did a hell of a job when he was here. And so there's a history, there's a culture, there's a style of play defensively that makes them good. You know, and I thought last game, you know, Ben, if you go back and look at his numbers, that was a tough night for him. And it was his first experience with Kawhi as well. We hope we're further along. We get the turnovers. The volume of that's not going to let anybody be put in a position to win a game. But it's a different team from the one that arrived at the start of the season. Thanks, everybody.